Hey friends, and welcome back. We are talking all things ditch and switch. So I think I have made it through my laundry room. If I think of something else, we'll go back. But for now, we're just kind of starting to go back throughout my house. And what I found today was actually sunscreen. So I have super duper fair skin. I burn very, very easily. The sun and I have a love-hate relationship. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. I know I need it, but my skin isn't too happy if I spend too much time out in it. So, anyway, I have used a ton of sunscreen over the years. I know like the spray-on ones are super convenient. There's the lotiony ones that you rub in and they make your skin like chalk white. Um, Sunscreen. All right, so let's talk sunscreen for a moment. Again, if you have that Think Dirty app on a smartphone, you can always scan your sunscreen and see what kind of toxic rating it might have. I can't do that right now. I don't have any sunscreen in my house like that anymore. And B, anyway. Well, anyway. It's just, anyway. Okay, so sunscreen. What are some chemicals that can be present in your sunscreen if you're not using an all natural one? Sunscreen chemicals is the huge one. And what are, again, take your web browser, type in dangers of sunscreen chemicals. And again, that endocrine disruptor pops up every time. So again, your endocrine system is your hormone system throughout your body. It's not just like your male hormones and your female hormones. It's all your hormones, which is your body's way of talking to itself and telling your different systems what's going on and feedback and all the things. Endocrine system is very, very important. You want it functioning properly. You don't want to use anything that can disrupt your endocrine system. Your hormones control how you grow, when you're hungry, how alert and awake you are. All the things, y'all. It's a very important system. So yeah, you don't want anything that would disrupt it. Okay, I'm just saying. Another one that can be present in sunscreens is called propylene glycol. And I will spell it for you. Propylene, propylene glycol, Glycol, glycol. And again, when I did my little search, which I want you to do for yourself, don't take my word for it, dangers of, it said that, let's see, children under 4 may not be able to metabolize propylene glycol, which means it would just sit in their system and can cause damage to internal organs, among other things. So you don't want anything that just sits in your system that's not supposed to be there. So, yeah, that's definitely something to consider, especially if you have small children. If they're having trouble getting rid of some of these things, is it really something you want to use on them? But like I said, please don't take my word for any of this. I want you to go and research it for yourself. Come to your own conclusions, okay? And figure out what is best for you and your family. So I did end up ditching our old big box store sunscreen, and I switched out for Young Living's because Young Living does have a sunscreen. Y'all, I bought this bottle 2 years ago. It is still not empty. I bought this bottle last year and it's not even open. I haven't even bought sunscreen this year. I don't think I'm going to bother because I have a completely full tube and one that still has a little bit in it. But this stuff is amazing. It's all natural. It is a cream. Although I have seen some ladies DIY it into a spray. So if you're big on spray-on sunscreens, by all means, I have seen folks do that. It is doable. But one thing I've noticed is that since I've started using this sunscreen, when we go like to a big water park or anything and everybody's spraying on that spray-on sunscreen, It stinks so bad. I mean, I used to think it stank before, but it's like really bad now. Like it almost makes me nauseous now. It's that bad. And it's just because I'm not constantly exposed to that chemical anymore. And so when I am, my body kind of goes into rebellion because it doesn't sit well. But anyway, bleh. But this stuff is wonderful. It is completely natural. There's nothing in it that my body's going to freak out about. And it protects me from the sun. It really does. This is an SPF 50, which is amazing. I'm super fair skinned. I burn very, very easily. So I like having a stronger SPF. It means I can stay in the sun a little bit longer before I have to constantly reapply. And something I learned when Young Living came out with their sunscreen is actually, I think it's in Hawaii, most sunscreens are completely banned because they have found that it's harming the coral reefs. And so they don't allow sunscreen. But they make an exception for Young Living's because they have proven that Young Living sunscreen, because it is all natural, does not harm the coral reef, which is pretty amazing. So if it's not harming the coral reefs and it's not harming me, I think that's a winner in my book. So we switched over. Like I said, these bottles have lasted us quite a while. And I've got water bug babies, so we're out in the sun quite a bit, especially during the summer, and out in the water parks. So you know what that means. Every couple hours you got to come out and reapply because it washes all off. And yeah, those bottles are still going. So a little bit goes a long way. You just rub it on. Or again, if you want to turn it into a spray bottle, I have seen some folks do that. And it works. It works great. It works great. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. All right, thanks for joining me. As always, if you have questions, please drop them below in the comments or send me a message. I love hearing from you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.